Governor Jerry Brown. Everybody, say hello.
Hello.
He's been here for 40 years.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
So, yeah.
I've been around almost as long.
Almost, not quite, I don't think.
And do they spell
We're learning. That's in the process.
in the process? So they, how far can they count? 100? Well, you can count more than that? And what comes after 103? Okay, so you learned it.
When you talk about our county, Governor, we have about 130,000 students here in San Joaquin County, and you know that we have some challenges. We have an unemployment rate that's unbelievably high. We were really hurt by the foreclosure industry. And now with the budget, there's a lot of talk about $349 or whatever as a cut. It can certainly be per student, and that will almost destroy most of our schools, and you can hear some of that when we talk.
Between 2007 and 2011, the district received $115 million less than what it normally would receive because of the problems of funds in the State Department. Now, over the last 5 years, we've received $614 million in bond monies. That means that our community has supported us in bringing bonds to our district and our city to redevelop our schools, and they have done a fantastic job with that. And we would really hate to see all the work that's gone on and to build our schools up, and then we don't have enough teachers or support to make sure that they're utilized properly.
As you all know, teachers don't have the summer off. Teachers spend the summer preparing for a grade they might be changing or going into, or tweaking what they did the previous year to make the next year better. And so instead of doing that, I was searching for a job. Last minute, right before school started, I was rehired back in my district. As luck would have it, we did have a resignation that allowed me to get my job back. This March 15th, again, I received my pink slip, and there is very little hope that I will be coming back because of the budget problems. And unless the tax extension passes, the laid-off teachers in Ripon Unified will be gone. And as much as that upsets me and saddens me, because that's where I would like to be, it's the students. You know, I walk into the classroom every day and I look at my students, and I'm sad. They're sad. They know I'm not going to be there. I was going to be their teacher next year.
We have to decide collectively what it is we want. And what I've tried to say, and it's becoming increasingly controversial, is that the people of California have to decide their future. And if the future is going to be even more reductions in school, or is the future going to be to extend the taxes we now have? So education funding was $56 billion back on the first year that we showed. $56 billion. Then it dropped to 49. But you didn't quite feel that big a drop because Obama and the federal stimulus money filled the gap, and it kept pretty close. But then 44.9, so you really got more money. But now, here we are. With the extensions, you get to stay at that low level. Without the extensions, you drop down to 44.5.
Many of the school districts in California, the vast majority actually, did their cut plan, their pink slips, based on a $2 billion loss of revenue. It's now looking more like $4.5 to $5 billion that could be the pain that could be faced by our K-12 schools. So again, I just wanted to underscore, I reported to the legislature that we have 110 districts out of 1,000 in the state. 10% of the districts are in financial trouble right now. They're qualified or negative. We are looking at a number of them, I can't predict how many, that could actually go bankrupt and go into receivership.
I presented a plan that was half cuts and half taxes. Now, you can argue with parts of it, but basically one way or the other. We've dealt with half of it, now we've got to deal with the next half. And we will make a substantial step toward a secure base of funding for the next 5 years, if we can get those taxes. And I think people would vote for them. I don't know, maybe they won't, but I'd like to give them a chance. And I think the idea that in a democracy, people can say, no, you can't vote. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's democratic. And I really believe that we need school halls, all the meetings, public discussions all over the state, because we got to rethink our basic goals here as Californians. What is California about? Where are we going over the next 5 to 10 years? And I think the issues we're talking about today are fundamental. And you can't be a great nation if you're going to starve your schools. It's not possible.